Right, this video is aimed at the drivers taking part in the tractor run on Sunday. Firstly, unless we've emailed you and given you a number, you are not booked on. Do not turn up at the yard. Also, if you're bringing a passenger, it'd be great if they've got WhatsApp, because we need everyone's number for a WhatsApp group for the passengers to communicate messages between us and the police on the day. When you arrive at the yard, you can arrive from 2:30, but you need to be here by 4:40, because we're going to have a police briefing. We need everyone parked up and quiet for 5 o'clock. So that's very important. You need to watch this video right through, because there's a bit in the middle that the police have done for me. So you need to watch that. That's how to drive in a convoy. So yeah, that's the timings. Don't be late, don't be messing around on the way, because obviously this event's got a massive profile and we don't want any bad press coming out of it. This year we're going to have 2 quiet zones. As we leave Stanley Park, which is where the food bank collection is, so don't forget your food bank donation. When we arrive at Stanley Park, we'll actually be split into a few lanes to get the food out the tractors quicker. As we leave Stanley Park and turn left and head down the hill towards Goodison Park, which is the big football stadium that's blue, there's a cemetery on your right hand side. You can't really see, it's dark, but that zone is going to be a quiet zone, so any children that are scared of loud noises will be spectating there. So don't beep any horns, air horns or anything like that. Lights are fine, but don't beep any horns in case they're scared, because we're telling people to go there. After we get to Goodison Park, make as much noise as you want until we then get to Springwood Cemetery, which is about probably an hour and a half later. Keep your eye out for the signs, but we kind of come off suburbia and there's trees either side, and you should know where you were. We'll probably put a message through the WhatsApp group saying we're now in a quiet zone. But yeah, if you've got a passenger, make sure they've got WhatsApp is ideal, or make sure you've got your phone in a holder. That's about it. Like I say, don't be late on the day. If you're not here by 20 to 5, you won't be able to take part, because you're going to miss the police briefing, and arrive from 2:30. We're going to bring everyone in the new gateway at the farm, which I'm going to go and show you now. So last year you would have gone in the gateway down there. This year you're going to come in this gateway, so it's a new one. We've not finished it yet. It's got to be quite a lot wider, but it's good enough. And we're going to bring the tracks in and we're going to stack them basically all along round there, and all the way around all the buildings. So when you arrive, you'll be told where to park, and then report to the weighbridge, which is just behind them trees there, and you'll be given a number to put on your tractor. The number doesn't actually mean anything. It doesn't mean that that's the order of you on the road or anything like that. It's just so that everyone's got a number. The more chance you've got of being near the front of the convoy depends on when you arrive, because everything's just going to be stacked in the yard. But it doesn't really matter where you are in a convoy. Somewhere near the back you get to see more people than you do at the front, because a lot of places when you go to you just see all the doors opening well, I'm normally on the front tractor with the police radio, and when I'm coming along you see all the front doors opening and you see people all running out into the gardens. So yeah, when we finished it, we probably think it's going to take about 3 hours. Then when we get back to the yard, you can either come back in, have a chat, whatever, or just disperse, whichever is up to you. Make sure though that you don't tell anyone to come to the yard to watch, because there's just too much going on and it's too chaotic to get out the yard. Wendy's here again doing pizzas. She's going to feed the police, and she's hopefully going to give a donation as well to the charity that we're raising money for. If you can, try and use the hashtag when you're sharing things, #FestiveFarmers. More people that use that, if we all use it, then the stuff on social media just travels even further, and hopefully we can raise even more money. And we want to try and raise 100,000 this year. We're doing well so far. We're up to over 7,000, and it's not even Sunday yet. Don't forget as well, if you are bringing a passenger, they have to be at least 13 years old. That's UK law. That's where you're going and get your number. Where that JCB is, that's where we'll be doing the briefing, and the police cars and the police bikes will be parked on that car park, and the pizza lady will be in that corner. She's got a hot drinks machine with her as well this year. Right, we've called from the police. This is how to drive in a convoy. So anyone that's taking part in this tractor convoy, you need to listen to this and pay attention.
Okay, so nice and simple. All we need you to do is keep it really simple and stay within the tyre direction of the tractor in front. So what you're going to find is, you want to just move in there. So
I'll split the camera. Let me split the camera.
Road. You got your tractor 1 and tractor 2.
Yeah.
Go in a northerly direction. Keep within the tyres of the tractor in front. What you're going to have a number of, you've got up to 10 police motorcycles coming past you at any one point, and they will be going left and right. Don't move across lanes and cut them off, because what we'll find is, if we find this situation, we're going to get the bikes to come in, back out again, and it causes a real issue, a real danger. Stay within the lane of the tractor in front. If and when there's a right-hand turn coming up, and I'll just draw this really rough,
Yeah.
like that. Okay, what I don't want to see is I don't want to see tractors coming up, the first one coming and doing the right-hand turn, the next one drifting across and taking it too shallow. Stick within the same lines as the tractor and follow it nice and neatly around to the right or the left.
Yeah, so I'll know what to do. So basically, pretend you're driving on a field or lines in the sand. So I'll be at the front following the police car will basically draw on the road imaginary lines like he's driving in sand, exactly where everyone's to follow. So if you see everyone getting over to the right-hand lane, don't get over to the right-hand lane till the vehicle in front of you gets into the right-hand lane, because that could close this gap and the motorbikes can't get up the inside. So if you imagine we're approaching this T-junction here and we're coming up, eventually everyone's going to start moving over. But if you see them moving over and you're down here, don't move over until you get to the point where everyone else moved over. So all pretend that the tractor in front of you is painting the floor like a line and you follow it exactly in their tracks. If it's raining, it'll be dead easy because you'll see the watermarks, and just all step change at exactly the right time and keep as close a gap as possible that's safe. Because if you imagine the tractor convoy is a 1.5 miles long, but then everyone leaves a gap twice the size of the tractor, then suddenly we're 3.5 miles long. So we need to keep that gap as tight as safely possible. And then we give the motorbikes room to get up the sides of us. You won't really cross between us, will you?
No, I won't go between, because we'll stick to either left or the right hand side of it, and they will have the emergency lights lit as well. So you will see them. You just need to keep an eye out in your mirrors just in case they do come up, because they don't hang around. We need to jump ahead to make sure the junctions ahead are completely safe and the pedestrians are on the side. So just before you do any change of lanes, check your mirrors.
We'll go through this again on the day of the tractor run, but I want everyone to know exactly what's expected of them on the day. So that's it. Most importantly, when you're putting things out on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whichever, try and use the hashtags and try and share the links for the Just Giving page or the text to tractor. The more times that's shared, the better with the hashtags. It gives us better coverage, and then we can raise even more money. Don't forget your donations for the food banks. Now, the food bank stuff doesn't want to be stuff that's going to be perishable, because some of these things collected on the Sunday before Christmas might not be dispatched till after Christmas. So if you bring a couple of bags of shopping with you, we'll give them out. Any spectators, if you've got them, if you look on any of the social media, you'll see where some food bank drop points are as well. Another very important thing, no messing around on the way here or on the way back, because you're representing this event and we want it to be successful. So don't be racing cars or driving like an idiot, because the world is watching and everyone's got a camera phone these days and you could get in trouble. The police are very good to cooperate with us and help us with this event, so we need to show them some respect, and also the customers that will be watching you as well. It's good that people are coming out to support us. I know we're raising money for charity as well, but these people buy our produce all year round, so just remember that as well. Thank you everyone. Sorry for being dead serious there, but it's quite a big thing now, and you know, we've got plenty of media coverage for this event, so we just need to make sure it's as good a success as it was last year, and hopefully we can raise over 100,000. So I think that's about everything anyway. Any more questions, just email us or message us, and hopefully see you on Sunday, and don't be late.